Okay, now let's start Hangul. So half of you said you know how to read Hangul. Then do you know who made Hangul? Not many languages are man-made, but Hangul, this alphabet is man-made. Do you know who made Hangul? If you know, please leave in the comments. A king, yes. Name? Yes, King Sejong. King Sejong made this Hangul. It was like 1443. King Sejong made this Hangul. Do you know why? Back then, Korea, so we spoke Korean language, but we didn't have our own letters. So we had to borrow Chinese characters, right? And because the language and the letters are not match, right? We speak Korean, but we have to write in Chinese. It doesn't really match. Imagine that you're speaking your language, but all the books and newspaper articles or signs are in Chinese. Can you survive? No, right? So to have a daily conversation, you need to memorize at least 1,000 characters in Chinese. Can you do that? Can you memorize at least 1,000 characters just for daily life conversation, not for business, right? It's very hard. So in Joseon Dynasty, like in 1443, back then, only royal family, only rich people had a privilege to learn Chinese characters, and only they could access to the information, what's going on in this country. And common people who are not very rich, like poor common people, they couldn't had chance to learn Chinese characters. So they didn't know what's going on in the country, and they suffered a lot because of the gap of information. So King Sejong decided to make Hangul, decided to make a very easy language, that easy alphabet that anyone can learn in just one day. He actually said, if you are smart, you can learn it in a few hours. And if you are stupid, it will take one day. So let's see. Let's see today. So we only have few minutes to learn Hangul. Of course, you will not memorize all the letters after this session, right? You will understand the concept, but it's hard to memorize all the letters in just few minutes, right? To memorize, to remember better, the important thing is you have to actively join now. I cannot see you, I cannot hear you. Nobody cannot see you and nobody can hear you, right? So you should be actively repeat after me and make sound so that you can remember better, right? So it's like learning languages. It's like the learning exercise, learning how to swim. You can learn how to swim by watching YouTube, right? You have to jump in the water to really learn. So while you're watching it, please repeat after me. Please actively join. Okay, let's start. Vowels. So this is man-made letters. So King Sejong decided to put some meanings to each characters. So each letter has their philosophical meanings. So we actually have 3 basic elements for vowels. So first one, vertical line. Vertical line, it sounds like E. Repeat after me. E, as in C. E. And second, we have horizontal line, which sound like as in good. Good. So I put some English words that have similar sound to this Hangul letter, that has the most similar sound, but many of you are not the same. So don't try to rely on English word too much. Please try to listen carefully the sound that I make. So vertical line, E, horizontal line, and we also have the dot. By the time passed, the dot became a little stroke. But back in the day, it was little dot. So each letter has a meaning. So the dot has a meaning of sky. It means sky. And the horizontal line, it means the earth. And the vertical line, E, it means the human. So it depends on where you put the dot. It means you can make many different vowels letters with this. So let's try. So the dot, as time goes, the dot became a little stroke. And you can see here. Okay, we are just following you and making notes. Good. You can make, I already sent you the Hangeul chart. Is there any, so do you have Hangeul chart with you now? I think it would be better if you have Hangeul chart next to you and you can follow along. If you don't have Hangeul chart, please prepare with you now. Okay, let's go. If you've downloaded, please open the Hangeul chart next to you and you can review after the session. Okay, so we just learned E and U and the dot. So if you put the dot little stroke to the right side of E, you can make ah sound. Ah, as in father. Ah, repeat after me. Ah. If you can download, maybe you can check the Discord group. I shared it multiple times. So, And if you put the stroke on the left side, you can make a sound, as in amazing. And if you put the stroke on the above of U, you can make O sound. O. Try to repeat after me. Listen carefully and can you see my mouth? Well, to make O sound better, you should make your lips like this. O. Very, very little. You have to make your lips very small. O. And if you put a stroke underneath of U, you can make U sound, as in moo. Right? So the basic 4 vowels, let's review. A, O, U. Vertical line, E. Horizontal line, U. And if you add one more stroke to each side, you can make Y sound. Basically, you add Y sound to each letter. So, if you put one more stroke to the you can make Ya sound. Ya. Repeat after me. And if you put one more stroke to the you can make Ya sound. Ya, as in young. If you put one more stroke to the O, you can make yo sound. Yo. If you put one more stroke to the U, you can make you sound. You. Are you guys following? Are you repeating after me? So, Y vowel, let's review Y vowel. Ya, yo, you. Ya, yo, you. We just learned 10 vowels. We just learned 10 vowels. And we also have these tricky ones. I say tricky because they sound the same, but they look different. On the first line, there is 2A. They sound A as in pen. They sound the same. They look different because they used to be different sound in the past, like long time ago. But now they sound the same because lazy Korean people pronounce them same. So now they became same. So I think in many years later, hundreds of years later, one of them each will disappear. So, but now they sound the same. We differentiate by just hearing it. We don't differentiate. We cannot. But we know the difference because we already know the spelling. So e, e. Same. If you put one more stroke to each letter, you can make Y sound. So you can make ye sound. They sound the same, yeah, but they look different. Yeah. Above, underneath, yeah. Okay, good. 좋습니다. Now we only have one left. Combined vowels. Oops, I think I need to move okay. Now you can see. So combined, compound means you put two vowels together. You put two single vowels together and you make new sound. So it's all about stick and the dot. Stick and the dot. Stick and little stroke. So the first one, you put O from go, O, and A from father. You put O and A together. O, A, wa, as in swan. Wa. And the next, you put U as in moo, and A as in amazing. U, A together. Wa, as in work. And the next three, yeah, I know. They sound the same. They look different. We differentiate because we already know the spelling. So they all sound we. Yeah, it can be tricky, but many languages have the same thing. Maybe in English, wait. Like, please wait for me, that wait. And your body weight, that weight. Don't they sound the same? They sound the same for me. Do they sound different? So, we. These three letters, they sound the same, but look different. We. And next, we have U and E together. We, as in week. We. And the last one, I didn't put any English word because I couldn't find any. You don't have that same sound in English. Not even close. So you put and E together. Ooey. Repeat after me. Ooey. Are you guys following? Ooey. Now we are all done. All done the vowels. It's easy, right? 쉬워요? 어려워요? Is it easy? Difficult? I think the concept is easy, but you get used to the sound. It will take time because you don't have Korean ear yet. You don't have Korean tongue yet. So it will take time for you to get used to those sound and your tongue muscle. It's all about your muscle training. Your tongue is not used to this sound yet, so it can be hard. In Greece, we have so many letters for one sound. 맞아요. The last one, yes, the last one is difficult. Ui. And E. It's more about, I think it's your lips is very important. And E. This time I put images, illustrations of English word that has similar sound. Of course, it's not the same. So for the first one, it's I will put vowel for each character, each consonant, so that you can pronounce better. Now we'll learn consonant, and each consonant, also the vowels. The King Sejong made vowels with the elements of like human, earth, and the sun. Now King Sejong made consonant letters with the shape of the human body, mouth, and the tongue. So you can kind of guess where do you make the sound to make the sound of the letter. And I put the illustration of English word to only for you to understand better and memorize faster. But don't rely too much because it's different sound. So the first one, we say 그, 그, 그. 기역, consonant, and I put vowel to make sound better. 그, 그, 그. Oh, but it doesn't sound like G, as in gun. Yes, it's more like it does. It sounds more like K. Do you think this way? I put gun picture to match the 그 sound as in G for you to understand and memorize better. Do you hear it as G or K? 그, 그, 그. 그, 그, 그. I put gun picture because later you will learn another letter that's more sound like K. I know. If you ask me, is it G or K? My answer is neither G or nor K. It's good. It's good. When we, all of you say K, K, K. I know. That means you don't have Korean ear yet. You don't have Korean ear yet. Later, you will differentiate. So when Koreans learn English, we couldn't differentiate R and L, G and Z, and P and F. We couldn't differentiate because they sound the same to us. Right. So after you practice a lot, you will get used to it. It's both G and K. Yes. But now, since it's your first time to learn, let's stick with G. Pronounce G. Right. So G, 그, 그, 그. Repeat after me. It sounds more like D as in door. D, D, D. If you don't have Korean ear, you will hear this as a T sound. But now let's stick with D. D, D, D. Next one, it can be R, it can be L, but try to listen carefully. L, 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 L. Let's stick with L as in line for now. L, L, L. Next one, it sounds like M as in map. M, M, M. Next, it sounds like B as in bottle. B, B, B. B, B, B. After I go until the H sound at the very end, I will go over. And next one, it sounds SH as in shower. S, S, S. S, S, S. And the next one, I didn't put any picture here. Do you know why? If you've studied the Hangeul chart that I shared, you probably know the answer. Do you know why there's no image? There's no illustration? Do you know why? It's silent. Silent. Then why do we need silent letters? If it's silent, why do we need? Yes, it doesn't have sound. Yes, it's filling sound. So we have like a square block. We have syllable block. Yes. Oh, good. See, it's silent. It's only pronounced as NG when it's at the bottom, 받침 position, because we're in syllable block system. I will repeat them all later. Yes, it's silent. So no sound. And it sounds like NG when it's at the bottom. We'll practice later too. And the next one, it sounds like J as in jump. Do. You might hear this as CH, but let's stick with J. Do. And the next one, it sounds like H as in hat. Hu, hu, hu. Hu, hu, hu. Okay, let's go over again. Let's review all of them together. Ku, 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 as in G as in gun. Ku, ku, ku. Next second. N as in nose. N, n, n. Third. D as in door. D, d, d. It may sound like T to untrained ears. D, d, d. And next one. L, l, l. L as in line. L, l, l. Next one. M as in map. M, m, m. And then B as in bottle. B, b, b. It may sound like P to untrained ears. B, b, b. And the next SH as in shower. S, s, s. And the silent. And J as in jump. T, t, t. It may sound like CH to untrained ears. And next one, H as in head. H, h, h. So these are the basic consonant. If there's basic consonant, that means there are more. So there are more consonants, not just the basic consonant. We also have aspirated consonants. To practice this, we need tissue. Do you have tissue with you? If you have tissue with you, please prepare next to you. Oh, some of them are similar to Polish. Good. You can learn fast. Please bring tissue with you. Please prepare tissue. We need this to practice the sound. Do you have tissue with you now? If you have one, I recommend you to make it very thin. If you have some layers, mine one, it has 2 layers. So please make it very thin. You can make it 1 layer. If it's got it. Good. If you have one, please make it very thin. Oh, it's hard to get. It's hard to get. Okay, now. Oh, please make it very thin. Like this. Good. Okay, the difference. Yes. Earlier, when we practice vowel, I said if you add 1 more stroke, you can make Y sound. A become ya, O become yo, O become yo, U become you, right? Do you remember? So these ones, if you add 1 more stroke to each 4 basic consonant, you can make aspirated consonant. Aspirated means the air comes out. The air comes out. So earlier I asked you, does the G sound like K? And many of you said, oh, it sounds K. And I said, but stick with G because later we'll learn the real K sound. This is the one. If you put 1 more stroke to the G sound, you can make K sound, as in K. Kill, K as in kill. K. So let me show you the difference. The first one, let me pronounce the basic G sound as in gun. G sound, basic G sound. K. You can see the tissue is napkins. It's moving a little, right? But the K sound, K. Do you see the difference? K, the air, so when you pronounce G as in gun, like English G sound, no air comes out. But when we pronounce K, the air is leaking a little. That's why it sounds like K to you untrained ears. But when we pronounce K, much more air comes out. So this little subtle difference make huge difference to us, to Korean, but maybe if you're not trained yet, it may sound the same. So let's practice with napkins. So the second one, D and T. D and T. Let me pronounce the basic consonant first. D as in door. T, T, T. It moves a little. And the T as in teeth. T, T sound. T, T, T. It moves more than D. And B, P, B and P. Basic consonant. P, P, P. And aspirated consonant. P, P, P. Much more air comes out. You're doing with the napkins, right? And the last one, J as in jump, Z, Z, and then CH as in church. Z, Z, Z. Very little air. And then CH, T, T, T. It moves more than Z. If you don't have tissue, you can use your palm to feel the air. Make sense now? Yes, yes, yes. Good, good. And we have only 4 more left. We still need napkin. Don't throw it away. We still need napkin. It's all about the airflow. The basic consonant, little bit of air, licking. Aspirated consonant, the second line, full of air coming out. So much air. So much air. Mouth shape doesn't matter because I'm putting the vowel for every consonant. So mouth shape doesn't matter. Mouth shape matters for vowels, not the consonants. So, and the second line is aspirated consonant, so much air. And the third line, no air. No air. So let's see. So in English, they put G, K, and double G or double K. Let's see. G, G, G. You see the tissue, the napkin is not moving at all. So this sound like K or C, like scar, scar. Very hard sound, scar, scar. C as in scar, scar. G, G, G. No sound, no air. Your roommate think you're crazy. No, you're learning it. You're learning in a fun way. Yeah, it should be very thin. It should be very thin napkins. If it's not thin enough, just use your palm. You can use your palm. And the next one is, it sounds like T after S. Star, star. D, D, D. Not moving. And next one, it sounds P after S. Spa, spa, ba, ba. B, B, B. No air. And the last one, jazz, jazz, j, 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 j. No air. Basic consonant, licking. Let's say 20% of air. Second line, aspirated, 100%. And third line, no air, 0% of air. So practice with tissue when nobody's around you. Okay, we're all done. 잘했어요, 여러분. 잘했습니다.